Mental health is a massive part of life in general. Everyone goes through something in their life that sparks something, whether it be depression, whether it be like anxiety or insomnia. So many different variants of mental health. And it isn't just girls, it isn't just ladies, it isn't just women, it's everyone. In this video I want to get across the fact that mental health issues aren't just associated with one gender, with one sex, with one species of human. Obviously talking about gender is really, dangerous, because right now especially it's a big thing, but I hope I get the right words across anyway. A fact that's been floating around my head for a long time is the fact that male suicide is really common. Unfortunately, it just is. It's really common. I've just googled it just to back up my thoughts and stuff. An article in 2015, last year, said the number of suicides in the UK increases, with male rate highest since 2001. That's crazy. In 2013, there was 6,233 suicides for over 15-year-olds. 250 more than in 2012. And get this, the male suicide rate is 3 times higher than the female rate. That's terrifying. Suicides accounted for 19 males' deaths per 100,000 people in the UK in 2013, compared with 5.1 female deaths. Obviously, suicide is so hard to talk about, and it's the final thing. I felt suicidal in my life a few times, and it's really hard to talk about, so I'm not going to go into it. From that alone, you can tell that male mental health, because obviously depression leads to suicide, and depression is along a long line of different aspects of mental health, like I've just said previously. My message to people, especially males, is don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. Obviously, same goes to females as well. Never feel like you're alone as well, because you're not alone. Depression is a marathon, but you haven't got to do it yourself. You can have a running partner who helps you along, who gives you the water, who gives you the words of encouragement that help you through. In a world where media is a massive part of life, and bullying on social media is massive, like you get horrible websites like Ask FM, which I was a part of for a while, and I just received so much hate and negativity, people taking the piss out of me for losing my mum and all sort of stuff. It was just what I didn't need, But no one needs that. No one needs that horribleness, that bitter side of internet. Reach out to someone, tell them how you feel, because there's nothing wrong with that. I've had people come up to me and online and apologise for them coming to me with their thoughts and their insecurities and stuff. Insecurities as well. Insecurity is a massive part of anxiousness, of social anxiety. There's nothing wrong with struggling every now and again, as long as eventually you sort yourself out. That might take months, that might take days, that might take years. I say I'm okay a lot, right? But I'm not. I lost my mum in 2013 for, suddenly, like sudden circumstances. And I genuinely believe that since that happened, I've not been the same. Because I haven't been sleeping properly, I haven't been eating properly. I've pushed away so many friendship groups that I had that I could have easily obtained, just because I didn't feel like I was relevant, because I was always the quiet one. I've always been an introverted person. I'm using my story, but there's so many other stories out there. I really hope he doesn't mind me talking about this. If he does, I'll cut this bit out. But there's a radio presenter that I listen to very often called Ian Lee. He is in his late 40s, and I think, and he is depressed. The point I'm trying to make is depression isn't just a teenage thing. Depression isn't just a girl thing. Depression isn't just like, an emo girl phase thing. Depression is a serious topic, and if you self-diagnose, I'm not going to say you're still depressed, but the fact that you've called yourself depressed means that you seriously have an issue with your mental health. Going to the doctors is terrifying, right? I'll be honest, I haven't gone to doctors for my depression. I've been to doctors because I've been ill, obviously. In fact, I was taken to doctors once when I was going through depression. I can't remember why it was, but I was given antibiotics, and I'm pretty sure they were antidepressants too. And it was terrifying because I lashed out at everyone, you know, I called my next door neighbour the C word, for God's sake. I mean, I was so angry, and I don't know why. My mum was still alive at the time, and I just didn't feel right, and I can't remember anything about this apart from sort of things that my grandma's told me and my mum's told me and my dad's told me. Please don't ever mix alcohol with antibiotics. Horrible. Don't do it. I did that because it was New Year when I was going through my depression, and it wasn't good. You see, I try to be open as possible in my videos because I genuinely believe what YouTube deserves and what YouTube viewers need is a bit of honesty. And if the honesty is quite sad, then so be it, because it might help someone. Not even doctors, just reach out to someone who has either been in the situation, or is just like a mutual, or is just like someone who hasn't gone through it, because despite someone not going through it, they could probably understand. Our age group especially in this day and age, man, society and social anxiety and everything like that is so apparent, and it's so apparent in so many different people. You know, you see tweets and things like that on Twitter, obviously, that say, you know, oh, kill me now, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, as nice as it is, I mean, I'm guilty of this as well, but as nice as it is to feel appreciated and feel loved on Twitter, surely talking to someone personal, on a personal level, is more beneficial in the long run, not telling all your followers. I'm not saying don't tell your followers how you're feeling, that's, you know, that's a given, you know, post what you like. Another thing with social media as well is people glorifying depression and glorifying just social anxiety in general and mental health in general. You know, you see all these posts and these like Twitter accounts that are like basically promoting suicide. What the fuck? Sorry for swearing, but what the fuck? I seriously don't get that at all. Suicide isn't funny. My dad gave me this toy like a couple of years ago, and it's my favourite toy ever. I don't know why I like it so much, but just look, wait, how cool that is. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's weird because I made a series of videos a while ago called Self-Harm Alternatives, and weirdly enough, and I've not told my dad this, he probably will watch this video, but sometimes, like this, when I'm just a bit angry or a bit sad or a bit sort of passive, if that makes sense, I just go into a field and pretend that there's someone who I don't like, and just go, I don't know why I do that, but you know, whatever helps, whatever floats the boat, you know, tell someone. Even if you're not feeling down, just tell someone what's going on in your life. Getting things off your chest is beautiful. I'm going to recommend two things to you guys. One of them is obviously that, and the other thing is Ian Lee's radio show. I haven't been asked to talk about this, I just think it's fairly important. It's essentially an entertainment phone-in show, right? But sometimes, only sometimes, it takes quite a serious turn. People talk about all sorts of things like depression and bereavement and all sorts of things. It's important to get these things off your chest, like I've just said. Talk radio from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Ian Lee, brilliant show, I recommend it. Recently I met up with Becky O, Rebecca Brown. Wonderful person, such a wonderful, lovely, beautiful person. We bitched about YouTube, we spoke about other YouTube creators, and it was so wonderful to talk to someone who has gone through, you know, all the sort of ins and outs of YouTube and has made friends on YouTube and has had viral videos. I've not got a viral video. I've got two videos, that one's on 50,000, which is a Savannah Brown video, amazing, thank you so much for that, guys. And the other one is the How to Be a Cute Tumblr Girl video, which I guess was my first viral video, 40,000 views, crazy. And recently I hit 500,000, 500,000 lifetime views on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, that's incredible. And also, I've hit 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. 5 days ago, I hit 7,000. I'm always here for you guys. Hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on YouTube. Probably not Facebook, because I don't really use Facebook a lot, but I'm always on Twitter, @_Sam_Chaplin. Cool, guys. And on Instagram as well, @InstamanSam. I've got to change that. Thank you and goodbye, and I'll see you around.